All right, welcome to another video. My name is Anthony, and in our last video, we looked at how easy it is for predators to groom our kids online. All right, and if you haven't seen that video, don't miss it. There's a link in the description box below, again, to that full video is there for you. And all the links that I have, if it's a video, whatever it is, I will link to it below so you can see the full thing. All right, let's start off with a few stats because we're asking the question, how prevalent is it, right, to groom kids, right? How prevalent is this? So, a total of 6,350 crimes related to sexual communication with a child were recorded in 2023, all right? A rise of 82% since the offense was first defined in 2017, right? 82% increase in 6 years. I believe that's going to be much more in the next 6 years. Easily double, triple. That's my guess. All right. Snapchat was used in 26% of instances, while Meta's Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp were used in 47% of the cases where the means of communication was recorded. All right. Again, that was recorded. How much more is happening that's not being recorded? All right. Now, in total, 150 different games, apps, and websites were used to target children. Now, I think a lot of us, the internet, yes. Apps, yes. Not many parents are thinking of the games where people have access to their kids, these groomers, all right? Now, an estimated 89% of sexual advances directed at kids occur in internet chat rooms and through instant messaging. All right, I think we know that happens, but 89%, that's a lot. That's a huge number. All right, and in over a quarter of all reported exploitation incidents, online predators ask for sexually explicit photos. All right, so how prevalent is it? I mean, I think these numbers are speaking hopefully loud and clear. All right, now I want to show you a few clips from a YouTube video entitled Social Media Dangers Exposed. All right, let me set this up for you. There's a company named Bark. All right, their goal is to expose the dangers facing kids on social media platforms. All right, so first what they did was they had to transform a 37-year-old mom/employee into a 15-year-old. How is that possible? Well, graphic design skills, photo manipulation. All right, from there, they built a believable story around her, right? Because these groomers know, all right, they're not easily fooled. Then they coordinated with law enforcement, and then they launched a project to, as I like to say, hunt the hunters.
Within the first hour of posting on Libby's accounts, 7 adult men contacted her. By the end of 9 days, that number was 92. The conversations ranged in severity from making sexual comments to sharing and requesting explicit photos and videos to manipulation and threats. The onslaught was so massive, it took 5 of us playing Libby full-time to keep up.
So after transforming the mom to a 15-year-old, they transformed her again to an 11-year-old to see if the responses would differ. And not only did the 11-year-old get more responses, but the onslaught was even more disturbing than it was for the 15-year-old. And this content was shown to parents. Here's another clip. All right. While both projects remained up and running, requests to meet with the 15-year-old flooded in. And so this is what they're about. Why are they doing all this? Why does more of this need to be done? So we could set traps and hunt the hunters and get them off the streets and away from our kids. So one of the solicitors was a 28-year-old named Keith. All right. He showed videos of himself. He disregarded the girl's age and treated her virginity as a prize to be had, which of course, that's not uncommon for males in general, let alone groomers. All right. So because of this, they targeted him. They synced up with law enforcement, and within 24 hours, they set the trap and recorded the meet. Here's a clip of that.
Oh, hi.
Good, how are you? Nice to meet you too. Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
Okay. Is it what you expected?
Well, yeah.
So you going upstairs?
Wait, so do you want to go for a walk first?
Okay. What's wrong? Why you're not trying to rush upstairs?
What was that?
Why you're not trying to rush upstairs?
I don't know, I'm a little nervous.
Now let's go upstairs then. Don't be nervous.
I've never done anything like this before, so I'm a little nervous.
It's the first for everything.
Yeah.
Don't be. I'm not gonna rush you. We just go upstairs and talk.
Okay. Have you
Promise
ever...
you wouldn't be shy.
Are you okay with me being 15?
I've never done it. But it's okay. I like to go gentle, make you comfortable. I don't want to just get all the feeling and just, you know what I'm saying?
Are you hungry?
Stop trying to dodge it. Let's go upstairs.
All right, so here's the big question. How many Keiths are there out there? I mean, really, what are the odds that our kids are going to run into a Keith? Okay, here's a few more stats for you. 68.97% of tweens and 90.73% of teens encountered sexual content online. That's a huge number, but that's just sexual content, right? 40% of children grades 4 to 8 experience online chatting with strangers. Is every one of them a stranger that they chatted with? Everyone a groomer? No. How many of them were groomers? We don't know. A lot of them. 1 in 5 children reported that an online predator contacted them. Now that's reported. How many kids are going to report this? How many kids are not going to report this? All right. And only 7% of parents knew their kids received inappropriate content from an adult. 7%, that's it, are aware of what's going on. All right. And 53% of offenders were family members. Now, I don't have time to get into this. I will definitely down the road do another video on the whole family situation. And of course, why do these people fly under the radar? Their family, right? And over 80% of child sex crimes arise from social media. All right. So I don't know. Are these numbers speaking to you? I hope they are. But if they're not, check this out. All right. More than one estimate says that there are 500,000 online predators on the lookout daily, targeting and hunting children ages 12 to 15. 500,000 daily. All right. So there's roughly 20 million kids ages 12 to 15. And there's approximately, like I said, 500,000 groomers hunting this age group. In particular, why this age group? Because they're the most vulnerable and because they have a track record of success. That's why they're targeting this age group. 500,000 of them. Now do the math. Well, I did it for you. All right. 20 million kids divided by 500,000 groomers equals 40. What that means is that if every groomer targeted one different kid every week, right, per week, every 12 to 15-year-old in America would be targeted in 10 months. I mean, how crazy is that? Every kid at 12 to 15? The ability for that to happen is right here, right now. This is some far, down the road type of thing. It's right here, right now. All right. So, how prevalent is grooming? I mean, what are the odds your kids will be contacted? Doesn't mean they'll respond, but what are the odds if they're online? They're through the roof. All right. Last video clip. All right, here's the thing that this video captures so well, unfortunately, okay, is how these groomers have direct access to our kids. I mean, it's haunting to me. I mean, just you saw the mom and the dad in the background, and there's their daughter sitting there in their home and being targeted by a groomer. I mean, that these groomers have direct access through social media to our kids in our homes. I mean, if in our cars, in our schools. I mean, if some groomer came to your house and knocked on the door and said, hey, can I talk to your kid? And you overheard the conversation, what they were saying, what they were requesting. You know, we wouldn't tolerate it. You know, I'm sure some people would be hospitalized, you know, obviously removed from the house, but you know what I'm saying. There would be no tolerance for it. But yet, as long as a kid has one of these in their hand and they have access to social media, groomers have access to our kids. Period. It's just that simple. So that's why no parent can afford to give their kids unsupervised access to social media. I know, you know, kids will balk, my privacy, this and that. Listen, if the phone, well, I don't want to get into what I would do and what I think. Do what you want, but unsupervised access, I'm just saying, really shouldn't be an option if we want to protect our kids from groomers who are out there, period. All right? Because no one, no law, or no law enforcement agency can protect our kids. We can't look to anybody else to protect our kids. That's up to us. All right, so in the next video, we're going to look at ways you can do just that, protect your kids. All right? So in the meantime, if you'd like to support us in the fight against human trafficking, if you'd like to help us fund organizations like Keeping Kids Safe, a friend of mine, Mike O'Neill, he's the founder. He's working 60 hours a week doing some other job, doing something that he doesn't want to do, right? Because he has to pay the bills, because there's not enough funds yet available to enable him, former military, former police, to do what he really wants to do, is hunt the hunters. That would be a dream come true. And you know what? We can help make that dream come true. I mean, can you imagine if Starbucks wanted to fund this guy? You know, I don't know, maybe not a Starbucks, but just a really big, you know, nationwide business, right? We fund him, it would be that easy, right? So that's what we're about. At Fight Coffee, the more customers we have, the sooner we can get to funding people like Mike O'Neill, founder of Keeping Kids Safe. If you'd like to know more about him and his organization, you can check him out on the Learn page of our website. So, again, if you'd like to be part of the solution, it couldn't be easier. Just go to fightcoffee.org, place an order, and subscribe so you can stay in the fight with us. Also, please, right now, while you're here, while we're right here, click that like button, all right? Subscribe to our channel, all right? Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Doing these things informs YouTube's algorithms so this video can reach more people. And I hope you think that, hey, I know it's not the greatest production quality going on here, but I hope the content you think that people need to see this video, especially parents. So, thanks for liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for sharing this video, and we'll catch you in the next video.